Welcome to the Rick and Kelly Show. This is the recap of the premiere episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm Rick
and I'm Kelly.
We're so glad you joined us here on our YouTube channel. Please hit that subscribe button so that you can get notified every time we post something new, which we do almost every day now. And we want to get to 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 subs. So let's start right now.
Yeah, help us get there, please, please, please.
And if you like what you see here, go ahead and sign up for our Patreon podcast. We've got 40 in the bank now. It's a subscription based, but it's worth it, we think. It's uncensored. It's an inside look at our lives.
I just spent that on Del Taco today. $5. That's all it takes.
Pretty amazing show tonight. We're going to get to the highlights in just a second. I did want to say that we have a new sponsor, and I'm really excited.
I am so excited.
You want to grab one of those bottles there?
Yes.
El Cristiano tequila. It's a brand new tequila. We met one of the owners.
And we loved it so much. And, you know, I only subscribe to things that I really, really enjoy and I really, really like. And I'm a connoisseur of tequila.
You sure are.
And we met this couple at the Hideaway where Kyle Richards lives in...
Coincidentally.
I know. And they have this beautiful house, and we were tasting their tequilas. I go, oh my God, this is so good.
Yeah.
And I said, would you be interested? And listen, I have billionaires as friends. You know, Artie Moreno, who owns the Angels, he could sponsor me. Carvana, Ernie Garcia is my friend.
Well, maybe they will.
No, I never asked them.
Right.
But I love this tequila so much, and I know all you party people out there like it.
Yeah. Okay, we're
Love
gonna,
it.
We're going to do the commercial in a minute.
Okay.
I wanted to know, first of all, how excited you are about this upcoming season of Beverly Hills.
Well, gosh, it's great. I love it. I'm so excited for it. And I thoroughly enjoy it, and I know you guys will too. And we have the same production company, so I know kind of a little bit of ins and outs, a little bit different than most people would. Like, I love Amy Phillips. I'm not bashing her at all, but I do love her, and I think she's hilarious. She does Reality Check, but I know the Reality Check, and
so you're gonna get the better. You're gonna get better scoops.
You're gonna get better scoops.
My take on this show. First of all, it was a really good. I thought a really good first episode.
So did I.
It just stood head and shoulders, I thought, above Orange County, which we spent time recapping this year. It felt more real. The characters felt bigger. It wasn't all built around one unlikable character. There's a lot going on.
Right, and it wasn't like a bunch of people. It's like they have a cohesive group. Everyone, they're friends. Yeah. And we're invested in these characters.
Yeah, and to me, there was more meat on the bone. There's more there.
Right. And I'm not just saying this because I wish Orange County well, and I love all the producers and everybody on there. I love Shannon. She's one of my really good friends. You know, I want them to be successful, but this is just head and shoulders different.
You wanted to talk about the taglines.
Oh yeah.
Why don't we take turns reading them, and we'll pick our favorites.
Okay, so we'll pick our favorites. So I'm gonna read Kyle. When you're the real deal, you don't have to pretend.
Crystal said, they say talk is cheap, but in Beverly Hills it can cost you.
Rinna says, hi, I'm Karma, and yes, I'm a bitch.
I like that one.
Rick likes that one.
Garcelle says, I don't need the spotlight. I shine just fine.
I like that one. Dorit says, you can take all my things. She talks like she's British. Dorit, you can take all my things and you won't have taken a thing that matters.
I thought that was good.
That is really good.
Erika said, I have nothing to hide and nothing to lose, and that makes me dangerous.
Sutton, if you want a seat at my table, you best mind your manners.
And finally, Diana Jenkins, who we really didn't see in this episode, said, the only thing better than having it all is having even more. I would say that Dorit's probably my favorite.
I like Dorit's.
But I like Rinna's too.
I like Rinna's and I like Dorit's.
Okay.
You can take all my things and you won't have taken a thing that matters. That's my favorite.
Okay, so the show opens with the security cam footage of the break-in at Dorit's house. And we were skeptical at first about how real this break-in was.
Okay, I'll tell you why. So when I first started Orange County Housewives, Dorit filmed. And one of my producers, not gonna name names, said to me that PK has been through many bankruptcies, that they're, you know, they're the one that overinflates themselves, that they're living beyond their means, blah, 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 okay? My first year, 6 years ago. Well, you know, it happened that he did claim a couple bankruptcies. We don't know how they have all this money. We don't know how they can afford $6 million. When you claim bankruptcy, you kind of go down to zero. So
plus,
we don't get it.
They were shooting the show.
And and there was rumors that Dorit was demoted to a friend role, right? So when this all happened, we thought, oh, well, this is a little shady. Are they kind of...
People said the same thing when Kim Kardashian claimed she got robbed on vacation. Remember that? Like years ago. Like some $10 million diamond ring.
But she also claimed that her sex tape got stolen and didn't.
But the point is, like, we were skeptical. I think a lot of people were skeptical. And in this episode, it became pretty clear to both of us that it looked like this really happened.
Right.
Yeah.
But at first we thought, oh, do they do this for insurance money? PK just happens to be in London and, you know, there's no security. I mean, it just didn't jive, okay? Like, we were...
So I think we should jump right to what I thought was the most jaw-dropping moment of the show, which was when Sutton went over to Kyle's house, and Kyle's crying.
Well, the most jaw-dropping was when that robber came in with the white sheet and put all the loot in it, when she just showed a billion cost of suitcases of Louis Vuitton, which you guys know, can be like $5,000 plus.
Yeah.
And they didn't put the loot in the luggages. Yeah. But they rolled it out with the white, like that to me.
It looked like
was like is this
the
for
biggest
real?
bunch of idiots? Like you're robbing all these expensive handbags and all this expensive jewelry, presumably, and priceless items. And she has priceless luggage in the house. She just came back from a trip overseas. Why wouldn't you put all those purses in a suitcase that's worth as much as a purse?
And you guys have to understand, like now this happens on the daily in LA. There's home invasion robberies all the time. So like at this time when this happened, there was things that just kind of didn't jive.
It was just getting started.
It was just getting started.
So it wasn't commonplace like it is now for these robberies to happen in nice neighborhoods, in broad day, well, in this case at night. But we've seen since then that this is a trend. There's just crimes through the roof.
Crimes through the roof.
And people are being targeted. So she was clearly targeted. But it was weird because he wasn't there. And
she's paying bankruptcies, and she was demoted to a friend allegedly.
And why wasn't the security system working?
Why isn't the security system working?
Yeah.
And why didn't she have a gun?
So when Sutton went to Kyle's house, I think that Sutton was of that mindset that it wasn't real. She said it was weird. Yeah. So we'll show you the clip, and then we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Aww, it's gonna make me cry. My allergies are so bad, so I look like I've been crying. Guess what I found in my car? Cookies from yesterday.
What kind?
Chocolate chip and molasses. The paint job looks really good.
Want to sit down on this spoon? No, that's what happened today. You want to eat?
It's weird.
It's terrifying. Fighting for her life. And I was on the phone with PK, who was bawling.
I've been putting out fires all day today too, but it might just be that kind of day.
What fire are you putting out?
Oh gosh, I've got this French designer that I'm bringing in. Immigration is just. Listen.
That doesn't seem like a fire after what.
Well, it is for me and my business and what I'm trying to do. And
I know, but I was expecting you to say something more like.
No, and Waylon, I couldn't find him. Well, these are, it's all relative.
I know.
But it wasn't held at gunpoint. I'm sorry.
What's wrong with you?
It's been a weird day, weird morning.
Are you that wrapped up in yourself that you are not grasping what just happened to our friend?
Can you believe our friend got robbed?
Yeah, I've had a really bad day too. Not for nothing. My day sucked.
What? How could you say that? Our friend just got robbed.
Yeah, I had a tough day too. I'm putting out fires all day long. Like my life matters too. Like I had a rough day.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Our friend just almost got killed and her kids got killed.
Well, listen, this is my business, and it matters to me. I didn't have a gun pointed at my head, but
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that, you know, first of all, the designer didn't show up for our planned meeting. And
Are you serious right now, son?
can you believe that she didn't just walk in and go, oh my God, I feel so bad for her. This is heartbreaking. Like what? Like
What was that? What was that?
She knew there was a camper there.
I think Sutton thought like we all did, and she
didn't believe it really
didn't
happened.
believe it really happened. She thought there was some, I think she kind of dismissed it, and I mean, it was, I mean, at least pretend.
We were both stunned when we were watching the show when Sutton did not show any concern or remorse for Dorit when she just came in.
It was all about me.
Yeah, I had a bad day too.
I was putting out fires all along.
And
I was putting out fires. I mean,
What?
I have my own life.
Are you serious right now? You're not concerned about Dorit? Like you're problem?
No, I'm all right. I'm trying to find dudes.
But she had a gun held to her head.
So what? I'm losing business on the daily. Like, are you kidding?
I was blown away by that.
I was too. Blown away.
She didn't believe it. That's the only explanation.
She didn't believe it.
Earlier, at the beginning of the episode, you see Sutton and Garcelle in a beautiful suite at the W Hotel in South Beach.
Which we had a 60th birthday party at.
I had my 60th birthday party there. Kelly threw me the most amazing birthday party I've ever had in my life. And our friends Ted and Asia stayed in that suite.
And that suite, well, we stayed in that suite. We stayed in the condos, the big one. That was expensive. But that condo that they were in was about $5 grand a night. No.
Ours was $5 grand a night.
Yeah.
Theirs was like 15 or 20 a night.
Yeah.
That was not a cheap.
You know what?
I wonder if Bravo paid for that. I think they had to give it to them.
Yeah, of course they did. Or maybe they yeah.
Anyway, okay, so
we never got anything like that one on the OC. We're like the redheaded stepchildren in that realm.
You didn't get those kind of perks?
No.
Erika, in a conversation with Garcelle, denied taking $20 million. She said it was never transferred to her LLC. It was disproven, but offered no proof. And my favorite part of that conversation was she says, Bravo can do their due diligence.
Bravo can do their due diligence.
Wait, watch this.
Sutton chose to repeat things and say things that have been disproven now. You know, there was never $20 whatever million in my LLC.
The $20 million elephant in the room. Why is the paper saying that $20 million went into your LLC?
I'll never get away from widows and orphans, even though it's not true. I never had it. It was never in my hands. It was never in my account. The bankruptcy trustee says Erika Girardi never touched the Lionnaire money.
Okay. Other than Erika saying that they've been disproven, I've seen nothing. Not in the paper, not in the blogs, nowhere. If this is true, why isn't it in the press?
The facts are in my favor. I didn't touch any of this. And when someone is repeatedly saying things...
But weren't all the girls saying things?
Yeah, but she led the charge. Sutton spoke very strongly on things that have, by the way, been disproven.
How and when was this disproven?
I don't know. You'll have to go check all that out, but it was disproven early, so Bravo can do their due diligence. I don't really know.
I guess the question is, like, is the proof available to the public?
Yeah, duh. Tell them to go and read everything that my lawyers put out and that they can answer their own questions.
She's got some big balls on her, does she not?
She's what you call a narcissist, okay? I am like hot shit, and I will rebound, and I will do better, and I will find a sponsor to take care of me.
I respect that Garcelle looked at her.
Erika.
She was kind of calling her out, and I respected that because nobody wants to call this chick out. Like
they're scared of her, and I would never be scared of her.
If you didn't hear Kelly's take last season on the whole Erika situation, it was very simple. It's like even if you didn't know then that your husband was allegedly taking money from victims of plane crashes and spending it on you, you know it now. The world knows it now. So why wouldn't you do whatever you could?
A GoFundMe page.
Make it
do
right.
do what Garcelle did, and you throw a big, huge charity event, and you help those victims. At least do something where you show remorse and you feel like you're empathetic to these victims here.
At the end of the show, in the coming attractions, she said at one point,
all I care about is myself.
I don't give an F about anyone but myself.
Well,
that's obvious.
That's obvious.
Yeah.
That's obvious. Zero compassion, zero whatever. Listen, I like Erika Jane. I met her a few times. She gave me some of her clothes, her line. She sent them to me. She's a very nice person. She was very kind and nice to me. I can't say anything bad about her because she's a really cool chick. But for her not to have compassion for others it's not a good look. And I don't understand how her PR people aren't telling her to do more.
If you watch the documentary they did about what Tom Girardi allegedly did and how he stole that money, they interviewed some of these victims. This one guy was burned over like 80 or 90% of his body, and he needed daily care, and he was like all scarred up, and he was supposed to get like $20 million, and he got, in the end, after he hammered away, he got like $1 million.
Yeah.
And the
my producers did not like her at all.
Really?
They loved Dorit and Kyle. Those were their favorites.
Well, they seem like good people.
Yeah.
She does not seem like a good person. Maybe she is. But she's not behaving like a good person.
When do you ever see her throw a big, huge charity event, or go help the homeless, or do anything?
Take care of myself.
I can't believe that she didn't follow. Someone must have given her that advice, and she never followed it to do something right. There was a strange moment we didn't talk about when Dorit's kids were practicing martial arts hours before the break-in. They'd just gotten home from, I guess they were in England, and they're out there doing martial arts in the yard.
That's like foreshadowing.
The one kid says that he's going to push bad guys in the pool.
Can you do 15 push-ups?
You want to do 15 push-ups?
Let's make that 20.
Let's make that 10.
15?
10.
The kids have been taking karate for a little over a year.
1, 2, all the way down.
I really like that discipline, respect, confidence are all incorporated in this practice.
We're going to do our kicks first. Are you ready?
I'm going to knock you over.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Get him. Focus. Okay? Don't wait so much time because the bad guy's going to get away.
Yeah!
Good. Jagger's always shown an interest in martial arts.
Jab, cross, go. Good.
But that little Phoenix, I mean, she is a tough little cookie. She blows me away sometimes.
I'm going to push the bad guy towards the pool. I'm going to push the bad guys in the pool.
I mean, isn't that kind of ironic?
Yes.
Right? Isn't that kind of weird?
That
little boy is ready to do some kung fu fighting, pushing the bad guys in the pool, and then all of a sudden, some bad guys came into their house.
We're going to have
Is that bizarre?
A lot more on the break-in and the rest of the show in just a second. But right now, we're going to do our very first commercial here on the Rick and Kelly Show.
Yes.
So why don't you grab a bottle of El Cristiano tequila?
Okay, this is my favorite. This is the Añejos.
We would like to introduce you to our new favorite tequila, El Cristiano. There is the beautiful bottles. The company calls it the world's most delicious tequila. I need my glasses for
And I'll tell you why. That's different than this sets apart from the others. But
it's made by third-generation tequila makers from the finest Jalisco Highlands blue agave, the result of an unparalleled focus on purity, passion, and promise. It was conceived by a small group of friends with a passion for tequila and more than 4 decades of experience in the industry, and they put their experience to work, sourcing the finest sustainably grown agave and hiring third-generation Jalisco tequila experts, Maestro Tequileros, to create a world-class tequila free of additives with a distinctive, smooth, and delicious flavor. I can attest to that.
Yes, it is.
El Cristiano has no additives. And they say 90% of tequila today has sugars and thickeners added. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. That's why you get sick or you get hangovers.
So available now, silver, that's the silver, offering unrivaled complexity and depth with coil copper stills, giving it a pure, clean taste. Speaking of which, this is the silver. Why don't you grab a glass? That one right there. Oh, no, the two in the middle. Yeah. No, not that one.
Oh, these two?
Yeah, those two. Okay, this is the silver. We're doing a live taste test. Cheers.
Very clean, very clean. I like it like that.
Wow, that is.
It's like a tasting, but you know what? Rick put Fresca in here. And if you put Fresca,
Yeah, Fresca.
it's a very good mixer because it has 0 calories and.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the silver. Now there's the Reposado. That's the one that closest to you. It is barrel aged 6 months to give it a subtle layer of whiskey-like oak flavors, aromas, and complexities. Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
This is the Reposado.
See, this
That
is like
delicious.
This to me is like you could drink this with a mixer. You know, if you're not really a tequila connoisseur,
Or just
this has more depth and complexity to
Yes,
it,
it does.
right?
It does. And finally, we have the Añejo, which you love. Aged in American oak cask to add the flavor of dark chocolate, roast coffee beans, and exotic savory spices.
It is. And you don't have to mix this with, and you don't get tequila. It's like a natural upper. I always say tequila is a natural upper where.
I'm not just saying this. El Cristiano, man, that is some good tequila. El Cristiano is available across America this week, and if you look on our homepage on YouTube, we'll show you where you can get it, and we're gonna talk to them about giving you guys a discount when you order it from them. Okay, wait. I have to throw away the wrong card.
So good. I love it.
Okay, here it is. Back to the show. I just the comforter thing threw me for a loop.
Please, God. Please don't hurt my kids. They need their mommy. Don't hurt them. Don't hurt me.
Like
the what?
You the comforter where they put the loot in the comforter. I just can't get enough of that. It's just so weird.
It's like, what is it? Dumb Criminals Gone Wild. Like, honestly.
That's not a bad idea for another show. Dumb Criminals Gone Wild. Later in the conversation with Kyle, Sutton said that she was looking for a man and said that I have my own money. And you said, yeah, from an ex-husband.
Yeah. I got my own money from my ex-husband. Like, you got your money from your ex-husband. Your husband made that money. You just happened to get divorced. He didn't happen to steal from others. And yeah, like what is Sutton, like, what is she? She didn't start any company and go, she married well. And he happened to divorce her.
They flash back to when Mauricio and
But I do like when she goes, she needs to marry to have somebody to have money. Well, yeah, Erika needs a sponsor.
Obviously.
Obvi.
Oh, something about Erika, by the way. I printed this out.
Oh, what is it?
She said that her estranged husband, Tom Girardi, sometimes has trouble remembering who she is during phone calls. I take his call and it's never more than 10 seconds, she said, told Page 6. And sometimes he thinks I'm someone else, so there's a lot of that.
So how does he call her if she doesn't remember?
How
does he know her number?
Tom is in a state of decline. He's living in a memory care facility, and this is the way life goes. Babe, I love how you break it down.
Yeah.
How does he know to call her if he doesn't know who she is?
Right.
That makes no sense.
That makes zero sense.
I didn't even catch that.
How do you know the number?
The lawsuit against her, the fraud lawsuit, she was dismissed from that lawsuit. But she is now facing a $50 million racketeering lawsuit and a $2.1 million aiding and abetting lawsuit.
It's people like that always rebound, like AKA PK, and ended up like coming out smelling like roses. It just boggles my mind. You see all these people that go bankrupt, and then yet they come out smelling like roses, and they're living like in $10 million homes.
Oh yeah, they're living large.
I don't understand that. Like Trump, he did that same crap.
He declared bankruptcy like 20 times.
And he comes out smelling like a rose. Like, yeah. I don't get these people. I don't understand how this works.
That's our legal system. It's pretty amazing.
BS.
Huh? There was a flashback to Mauricio and PK laughing about Erika's husband's accident. Remember that from last season? And Erika came over to their house, and Mauricio apologized.
He's not a soccer player. He's a lawyer. Because he's fair. And the wife goes, no, not the brain. Do the ankle. Hi.
You hurt my feelings, Mauricio.
I'm so sorry. Did
You hurt my
I would never want to hurt your feelings.
And I know, PK.
Oh, with that?
You know I'm sensitive. It hurt my
I
feelings.
am very
This last
sorry.
year has sucked.
It was a Yes. There's no question. I am sorry.
Thank you.
The reason why Kyle and Mauricio stay on the show so long is because they're completely diplomatic. They never ever, they're always chill. They never really fly off the handle. They never really go, I mean, the only time Kyle ever really flew off the handle is when her sister goes, "You saw my house!" Like, that was the only time, like, that she flew off the handle. But she keeps everything, she doesn't really start anything. She's kind of...
So that moment then from last season was uncharacteristic because they normally wouldn't make fun of someone else, I guess, in that way.
Of course they do. They just caught him on camera.
Right. And by the way, the story they were making fun of was laughable.
Right.
For the second time, someone in Erika's life flipped a car 6 times and it was snowing in Los Angeles.
I flew the car 6 times and it went and it was snowing and we couldn't find him for 6 hours and we ended up getting an ambulance and they came in and
like, what?
And there was no police report, strangely, from her husband, and he was lying in a ditch for 6 hours.
I don't know what happened.
But they were laughing because she said they treated his ankle but not his head injury.
Right.
And they're like, the guy is a high-priced attorney. You're not going to look at his head?
Yeah.
That's what they were laughing about. Anyway.
I thought it was funny.
So then it got really serious because Dorit showed up.
Yeah.
And she started talking about the nightmare that she experienced. And that's when Kelly and I looked at each other and went, wow.
Wow. We were wrong.
We were going to do a skit about
we were going to do a skit
breaking into our house. And
but
we
then
were
we're
like,
no, we can't. Because, I mean, could you, I mean, it's terrifying. Like, I'm not laughing at the situation because it's like so horrific. And I feel horrible for Dorit because she is such a nice person. And it's horrible.
Yeah.
But
it hit us both.
But why weren't there security things?
Well, I guarantee you they're on all the time now.
Oh, God.
And then PK showed up and he broke down and he said he wished he'd been there. And I thought it was a good thing he wasn't there because having a man in the house, this is not
chauvinistic. They might have got shot.
It could have taken it up a notch. They might have been threatened by a man.
But what about the dumb criminals left the phone for her there outside the gate?
Hey, listen, they were already out front. They were getting away.
They're like, yeah, here's your phone back.
They were very generous and very sympathetic.
Yeah, they were. But she's such a nice person. If you meet her in real life, that you know, she was probably, they would have shot me. They probably wouldn't have been able to, like, because she's sick, probably like.
Yeah, you wouldn't have.
I would have been dead.
Take everything you want, but please don't film my babies. Please don't let them see you. Please don't let them see you longer like this. Remember, everything's okay.
You're not okay.
I'm okay. Promise you're okay. You're okay, baby. You're okay. Please stop it. Don't do it, Mama. I promise you, it's okay. Okay.
Keep telling me I'm my wife. What could have happened?
That's right, PK. That's right. PK.
That's right. We're not even going to go there.
Sit down, Papa.
You're so impressed.
She,
It's okay, babe. It's okay.
I can't stand the foul wasn't there.
PK's so strong.
I felt really bad for PK there. I could see that they appear to have a really strong relationship.
They do.
Like we do.
Yeah.
Like he was genuinely...
He's in love with her and she's in love with him and they have beautiful kids together. She had him late in life. She's my age. She's 46. Those kids are little,
He was upset.
He was upset.
As I would have been if you had gone through that.
Right.
Thank God you didn't because you probably would have been killed.
I would have been killed with my mouth. No, my mouth would have gotten me killed.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been dead, but, Dorit is so,
I can see you right now telling them to go F themselves and like grabbing whatever you could, that baseball bat.
I would have said that thing was $1,500. You're not taking that.
You would have been all up in there.
Bags was $12,000. You're not taking that. That's mine.
Yeah, there's no way. You would not have gone down easy.
No.
They mentioned...
No, but not when it comes to your kids. Like, nothing compares to your kids. Nothing materialistic matters.
Right. And she did the right thing.
But she does put a lot of effort in her materialistic items that she wears all the time.
Well,
she
does.
A lot of labels.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. They mentioned Diana Jenkins, who I've never heard of. I meant to do my research on that and I ran out of time. So I don't know who she is, but she's coming up.
I guess she's a villain, which I can't wait for.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because she says on the preview,
"Oh, do you want a villain? Because I am one."
Oh.
Something according to those lines. Something
yeah.
like that, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I, for one, am excited about this season in ways that I was not excited about the last show we recapped.
Well, just it was, and listen, I'm not here. I'm not. I'm happy for Orange County. I love this. I like having my own, doing my own creative stuff.
Yeah.
This is fun for me.
Yeah, for me too.
And I wish them well. It's just, it was boring. And you know what? If it did get great ratings and it did amazing and it was fun to watch, that would be one thing. But it wasn't.
And
it wasn't, and it didn't.
Yeah.
And so, you know,
it didn't perform well for a reason.
It didn't perform well.
The material just
there was no there. There was no friend group. It seemed contrived, and hopefully they will have better casting. No, I don't want to go. I like this.
I like this too.
This is more fun for me than going and fighting. Now, if I was on a show with Vicky, Tamra, you know, then I would have more fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
you would not have had fun with that group.
And
this
Shannon,
year.
like, I would not have fun. I would not have had a good time on that. But
a lot of people want to see you go head to head with Heather, though. They do.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Rick, our friend Roman James, who builds all these $1 million homes up in Beverly Park.
Yeah.
He was saying that I should do a boxing match with with Heather Dubrow.
Pay-per-view, like Jake Paul, Kelly versus Heather Dubrow. No holds barred. They can wear the headgear.
Is it like MMA?
No, it's a boxing match. You can't kick her as much as you'd probably like to.
I would like to kick her.
You have to just punch
Can I pull her?
But how great would that be for you to get in a boxing match?
Can I fight her?
And a large portion of the proceeds would go to charity.
Yeah.
So it's a charitable fundraising, ass-kicking girl fight between Kelly and Heather.
I can't take those funds and then buy my own houses with them? Like some charities do?
On that note, we want to thank you very much for being with us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to get yourself some El Cristiano tequila. I'm telling you, it is
delish.
Amazing. And patreon.com, The Rick and Kelly Show, uncensored. We don't have to watch our mouths.
Press subscribe.
And we will see you next week.
Thank you, guys. Mwah.